The FIFA Club World Cup is just a few months away, and I thought it was a good idea to do this predictor I found on FIFA's website, where you can basically predict everything that's going to happen in the FIFA Club World Cup from the group stage all the way to the final. Now, a few months away from the tournament, we already know a little bit about the form these teams are coming into, and I did my prediction in Spanish. You can check it out in my other YouTube channel if you want, but I thought it was a good idea to do this for a wider audience, for my English-speaking audience, and, well, restart this channel because I haven't uploaded in over, I think, 2 years. So I wanna start uploading more in English more often. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get right into it. So here we have it, the FIFA Club World Cup Group Stage Bracket Challenge. So for Group A, we have Palmeiras from Brazil, Porto from Portugal, Al Ahly from Egypt, and then Inter Miami from the United States. I think for this group, there's a clear top half and then a bottom half. Now, the way those go organized in the top and bottom half depends on the mood I wake up in and my mood in general throughout the day. Today, Porto should take first place. As the European side, they should take first place because Palmeiras, who I think is going to take second, haven't been performing in South America as well as they usually do. They're still Palmeiras. They're still one of the most competitive sides in South America. They're still one of the teams that have the most economic power in South America, and then they've developed a bunch of youngsters. So I think Palmeiras is a really good team. Brazilian teams are going to be the hope for South America, I think, for this tournament. Al Ahly or Inter Miami, this is a tough one. Messi, he just like pulls things towards Miami. I think the reason Miami is even participating in this tournament is controversial. A lot of people think they're probably going to get helped or something. They are playing at home, which is a good advantage. I am going to say Inter Miami get first, and then Al Ahly gets last place. This is the least confidence I have out of any group, I think, because Al Ahly, although a complete stranger to me, I know they are top competition in Africa. So we'll see what happens. In Group B, we have PSG, obviously from France, Atletico Madrid, obviously from Spain, Botafogo from Brazil, and then Seattle Sounders from the United States. Another team that plays at home all of its games, Seattle Sounders. Does this mean they can beat either of the other three teams? I'm not too sure. I don't think that's going to happen. PSG are right now in the top 4 of Europe. They are in the semifinals. We're going to see how far they get in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, although disappointed in the Champions League and looks like they're falling off in La Liga, I think they're still really strong side. They have players I absolutely love, like Julian Alvarez right behind me. And then Botafogo is the last champion of South America. They have been really inconsistently bad in the last couple of months. So I think PSG is going to get first place. Atletico Madrid is going to get second place. That matchup we're going to see live. So if you're interested in seeing a vlog or anything related to that game, subscribe. And I think Botafogo's been really bad, and Seattle Sounders has the home advantage. But I know South Americans are going to kill me if I put Botafogo last. Am I going to succumb under pressure? Yeah, because Seattle Sounders isn't that good of a side in my opinion in the MLS. They're a mediocre team in North America. And Botafogo, even though they're not good right now, they're still a South American team. So they have that fight in them. Group C, we have Bayern Munich, German team, Auckland City from New Zealand, Boca Juniors from Argentina, and then Benfica from Portugal. Again, to me, there's a very clear top half to this and a bottom half to this. Bayern Munich should have no problems in topping this group at all. Benfica should have no problems in getting second place, and Boca Juniors should at least win against Auckland City. I don't see them winning against Bayern Munich. They might be able to scrap a tie out of Benfica, and they should beat Auckland City. So there's a potential for Boca Juniors to go through second. I don't see it. I don't see it happening because they're not doing well. They're not doing well. They're not even playing Copa Libertadores this year. So it's a miracle that they're even participating in this tournament. If I'm honest, we'll see what happens. I think Boca Juniors is going to get eliminated, and Bayern Munich, Benfica are going to go through. For Group D, we have Flamengo from Brazil, Esperance Sportive de Tunis from Tunisia. I probably butchered the absolute shit out of that. It's fine. Chelsea from England, and then León from Mexico. Their participation is in question right now. FIFA have disqualified them because they're the same owners as Pachuca, which are in Group H. Right now, the general idea is that a game between LAFC and America are going to be played to see who takes León's spot. León is obviously fighting for their right to be in the tournament since they won the CONCACAF Champions League ahead of LAFC. It's a whole thing. FIFA royally screwed up. Why would you do a draw with a team that you know is not going to participate, that you knew that They were the same owners before the tournament started. We're getting into a different video that's going to come soon. But anyway, we're going to consider León, America, and LAFC as one. I think they're all at a similar level. America maybe on top of both of them, but I don't think it's going to change things much in this prediction. We'll do an update on the Group D if León ends up getting disqualified like FIFA wants them to be. Anyway, I think for this group, Chelsea should take first place. Flamengo's a really good side. They have a lot of money. They can buy a lot of players. They also form a bunch of players. Like that's where Vinny came from. Like Vinny Jr. came from Flamengo. They are a side that produces talent like crazy, and they have whatever money they need to buy players, especially that 1 month transfer window that teams have now. Flamengo is one of those teams that can abuse it and probably buy players for a month. Is that going to be smart? I don't know. I think Chelsea should still top this group. Flamengo could top it, but I think they're going to get second, and then any CONCACAF team I think is going to get third place, and then Esperance Sportive de Tunis is going to get Esperance Sportive de Tunisia is going to get last place. I keep saying it in Spanish, my bad. Let's move on to Group E, one of the most important groups personally to me because of that. Exactly because of this. I am a huge River Plate fan, but they don't got it easy. I'm not gonna lie, they don't have it easy. They are in really bad form right now, but let's go into it. Group E has the River Plate from Argentina, Urawa Red Diamonds from Japan, Monterrey from Mexico, and then Inter Milan from Italy. This group, I think Inter Milan should get first. I'm a huge River Plate fan. I'm not delusional. Inter Milan should get first place. No questions asked. It's no debate in my opinion. They're in the top 4 of Europe. They are one of the best defending sides. They have powerhouses up front like Lautaro Martinez and Thuram. I don't see any defenders in this group, even Sergio Ramos for Monterrey, stopping them. So Inter Milan should easily, comfortably get first place. Now the second place. This is where things get interesting for me. I don't know the Japanese team enough to tell you if they're going to be able to be good competition for the Mexico and Argentinian side. I do know the Mexican and Argentinian side really well. The Argentinian side the most. Now River Plate, they are a strong team, one of the most important and strongest teams in the last couple years in CONMEBOL. Monterrey has been a powerhouse in the Mexican League in CONCACAF because, you know, they can buy whoever they want. They have Sergio Canales from Spain. They have Sergio Ramos also from Spain, and they buy players constantly. They are both in really bad form right now. Historically, River Plate should beat the Mexican side, and I think that's going to happen. I think River Plate should go second. Unfortunately, with the form they've been in lately, I wouldn't be surprised if Monterrey takes that spot from us. River Plate second, Monterrey third, and then I'll put the Japanese team last. Maybe they surprise all of us and they get first or second place. Who knows? I don't know enough about Urawa Red Diamonds to confirm that. Anyway, hopefully this happens and I can see another game for River Plate in this Club World Cup. Fingers crossed. Group F, we have Fluminense from Brazil, Borussia Dortmund from Germany, Ulsan HD from Korea, and then Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa. This is definitely the most diverse group, I'll say that for sure. But I think Fluminense in the last couple years, although they won the Copa Libertadores in 2023, they almost got relegated last season. So I don't know how good their form is right now. They have monsters like Thiago Silva in defense, but they're still struggling a little. Borussia Dortmund, again, as the European side, should get first place. I don't think I put a single team out of Europe in first place so far. There's a reason, right? Second place, I think Fluminense should take this. And then I'm going to put the Koreans in third with the South Africans last. Asian football has been evolving a lot in the last couple of years. So this is a tournament for them to prove that even though they play differently than the rest of the world, just how South America plays different, that their football is still as good and competitive as anything else. So prove me wrong, Asia. I think this is a tournament where the Japanese and then the Korean sides can surprise. For now, I have them third, getting knocked out in groups. So now moving on to Group G, we have Manchester City from England, obviously, Wydad Casablanca from Morocco, Al Ain from UAE, and then Juventus from Italy, obviously. Now, again, there's a clear top half and a clear bottom half. I think Man City have been in a very inconsistent form lately, but Juventus has not been the best in their country. So I think Manchester City should top their group. They just have the best players in the world. So even if they're in bad form, one player can kind of carry them through. So I think Manchester City should get first place, Juventus second place, And then I'm going to have the Moroccan team go third. They surprised us in the World Cup. They can definitely surprise us in the Club World Cup. So we should keep an eye out for Wydad Casablanca. Finally, we have Group H, a group with, well, the most important team probably in this tournament. Real Madrid from Spain, Al Hilal from Saudi Arabia, Pachuca from Mexico, and RB Salzburg from Austria. Let's just get it out of the way. Real Madrid is going to get first. This is obvious. Even if they don't deserve it, something's going to happen. I don't know what could potentially happen, but Real Madrid usually gets, you know, in favor for this type of thing. They usually get things their way. Then I think second place, Pachuca could surprise. They got to the final in the last Club World Cup, like the normal one against like the shitty one that used to happen. But Al Hilal has so many good players that obviously for money and not passion, whilst Pachuca is more passionate, obviously. Mexican teams are going to fill stadiums in the US, so that's another thing to consider in this for all Mexican teams. You know what? I'm going to throw a surprise out there. I'm going to throw a surprise and say, I have to change something. I don't want every obvious answer, you know? So I'm going to have Pachuca go second place in this group, Al Hilal third, and then Salzburg last. That's going to be so controversial. I'm going to get so much backlash from Saudi Arabia. But anyway, this gets us to the knockout stage. This is going to be interesting. Hopefully we attend to some of these games in real life. Please subscribe. If you subscribe, it's going to be more of a chance of me being able to do that. But round of 16, first game, we have Porto against Atletico Madrid. In this situation, I think Atletico Madrid has one step over the Portuguese team. We have Bayern Munich against Flamengo. The Brazilian team, very strong. Bayern Munich aren't really in form right now. They just got knocked out of the Champions League and quarterfinals. I still think it's enough to beat the Brazilian team. They have too many good names. I see Harry Kane, Coman, Gnabry, Musiala. It's just too many. Müller, I don't know if he's going to be playing for that. Bayern Munich's going through. Then we have Inter Milan against Fluminense. Brazilian team against Italian team. Do I think any South Americans are going to go through to this? Not at the moment. Inter Milan should go through to quarterfinals. Then we have Manchester City against Pachuca. Sorry, my Mexican audience, but Manchester City should have no problem beating the Mexican side. Then we have PSG against Palmeiras. This is going to be a tough game. I think Palmeiras is much more up there and closer to PSG than people might think. Does that mean they're going to go through? Absolutely not. I'm just killing this fast. I'm going through it fast because I'm not going to try to justify South American football, even though that's the one I prefer. You know, I'm here to be honest. I'm not here to just make shit up. Then in Miami, Chelsea would play Benfica. Again, I think Enzo Fernandez. That's it. I love Enzo. Benfica has some good players too. Di Maria, although he's at the end of his career, he's starting to slow down. What do I choose? I think the Premier League team has to go through in this, although Chelsea do struggle against, they just lost against a much weaker team recently in Stamford Bridge. But for logic, football has logic, so I think Chelsea should go through. Borussia Dortmund against River Plate. My heart wants me to say River Plate. I really want to say River Plate, but we've been so shit lately. I really can't say that. And Borussia Dortmund, even though in Bundesliga right now they're like 8th or something, they're still a German squad against us. We have a lot of World Cup players in our team, but unless we find form soon, which I really hope we do, and there's going to be an update to this video like 2 weeks before the tournament starts, I really hope River Plate goes through. Anyway, Borussia Dortmund are going to go through. I'm not delusional again. I really hope it happens, but it's not going to happen. And then finally, we have Real Madrid against Juventus, and Juventus is not a powerhouse like they've been in the last couple of years, or they've been in the last few decades. They are in a down spiral right now. I think Real Madrid should go through. This means every single non-European team is now knocked out by quarterfinals. It's basically a Champions League right now. Everyone's expecting this. I really hope that this doesn't happen. I really hope Europeans get overconfident and Asian, South American, African, and Middle Eastern teams absolutely destroy Europeans. Unfortunately, the money is where the Europeans are at, so I think that's what's going to happen. If this happens for FIFA, though, not having any South American or North American teams is going to hurt the attendance, in my opinion, a little bit. We'll see what happens, though. Atletico Madrid against Bayern Munich for the first quarterfinal match. I think in this, occasion, I'm going to give it to Atletico Madrid. I think Bayern are struggling right now under Vincent Kompany, and Atletico Madrid, if they just defend and then score a counterattack with Julian Alvarez, it's very possible that they can go through. Inter Milan against Manchester City. Again, City is not in good form right now. Inter Milan is. I'm going to make them go through to the semi-final. PSG against Chelsea. Once again, I think PSG is going to get into the top 4 of the world in this case. Chelsea, they're good, but I don't think they're at PSG's level at the moment. They don't have Dembélé. They do have a great Cole Palmer. They do have Enzo Fernandez, who's killing it. They have Caicedo. They have a bunch of great players, but PSG has absolutely been killing it right now. So I have to put the Paris team through, and then Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid. Even if I put River Plate through here, Real Madrid's going to go through. I don't see freaking Germán Petzela stopping Mbappe. It's not going to happen. The same way I don't see Nicolas Sule stopping Mbappe. So Real Madrid is going to go through the semi-final, and this brings the top 4 of the world. 2 of them are the same as the Champions League. So for the first semi-final, we have Atletico Madrid against Inter Milan. I think in this occasion, Inter Milan are going to reach the final. I think Inter Milan have surprised me in Europe. I didn't think they're going to get as far as they have. And they've been good. They've been really consistent and they've been strong. They have a good defense. They have a good offense. There's no reason why they wouldn't be able to reach a final for this tournament, in my opinion. Last semi-final, we have PSG against Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid has all the superstars in the world right now, but they can't win for the life of them. They have been struggling so bad. Arsenal absolutely destroyed them in the Champions League, and PSG, again, have been really good. So, in my Spanish prediction, I had Real Madrid winning the whole thing. Spoiler alert. Sorry if I spoiled it and you're going to watch that after. Right now, I think PSG would knock them out of the competition. So my final for the FIFA Club World Cup is Inter Milan against PSG. Who do I think is going to win the first ever FIFA Club World Cup? Great question. I think that the first ever FIFA Club World Cup is going to be won by Inter Milan. I think Inter Milan is going to have a good tournament. I think they're going to defend really well. I think they're going to be good enough to defend against PSG, and they're going to win the entire tournament. PSG, also, as an Argentinian, I don't know if I really like PSG, and I really don't want them to win. So I would rather Inter Milan with Lautaro Martinez as the captain lift the Club World Cup over PSG, who did my boy Messi real dirty. But that's really the only argument. I could honestly see either of these 2 teams win it. They're both really good on the pitch. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to save this prediction. Tell me where you think I went wrong, where you think I absolutely annihilated the list, where I absolutely messed it up. Let me know who you think is going to win the tournament in the comments. But yeah, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do everything. It helped me out a ton, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.